Hey everyone, welcome to Billionaire Mentor. Today we're going to learn about how to have a long-lasting relationship. Let's get started. Building a successful relationship takes dedication. There are untold life situations that can spring up and test the strength and unity of your partnership. Having compatible core values will provide you with the necessary strength and camaraderie to be able to navigate through those stumbling blocks together. Imagine a passenger getting on a train. Now imagine that same train is headed for San Diego, and the passenger wants to go to Sacramento. The passenger is going to be quite disappointed when he realizes that he's arrived in San Diego and not his destination of choice. Both the train and the passenger need to be headed in the same direction for successful travel. The same holds true for relationships. Similar core values are fundamental for you and your partner in order to feel safe, protected, connected, and comfortable, to name but a few. So what are relationship values? They are the guiding principles that dictate your behavior, your personal perspective, not only about yourself, but about others and the world. Core values are the underpinnings of how you live your life. Be sure your relationship values have substance when discussing them with your partner. Here are the secrets for a successful relationship. Number 1, trust. This core value stands above all others. It is the foundation of your relationship. Without trust, you basically have nothing. According to an article in the Strategic Psychology, trust is integral to happy and fulfilling relationships in both our personal and professional lives. We require trust to develop over time and to build successful and meaningful partnerships. You and your partner need to trust each other with all that you have. You need to feel confident that they will have your back and you'll have theirs. And that is, if their children are involved, their welfare comes above all else. You are beloved and you can have a triumphant relationship. How? Trusting that each of you will always do the best for the greater good of the relationship. If you truly trust your partner, then you are on your way to conquering any hurdle that stands in your way. Number 2, loyalty. This core value is extremely important and goes hand in hand with trust. Being loyal and having a loyal partner assures that you both are on the same team. According to relationship advice, loyalty is dedication. Knowing that you're devoted solely to each other. That all of the choices and decisions you make have been considered with your partner and the impact of your relationship in mind. Your commitment never wavers and your bond is unbreakable. If both you and your partner are reliable and true to each other above everyone else, you're on the right path. If not, it could be a war path. I once treated a couple in which one of the partners was missing the loyalty chip. He was loyal, but not to his wife. His family came first and foremost. This did not bode well with his wife, obviously. His parents had to have the last say in the big decisions. And when they directed negative comments to his wife, he did not step up to defend her. He remained silent and allowed her to get the verbal beating. This is not being loyal to your partner. Loyalty is a key core value for the health and survival of your relationship. If you are loyal to each other, your love will thrive in the best possible way. And isn't that the goal of every successful relationship? Number 3, religion. This core value is paramount, especially if you're going to raise children together. Religion has a strong place in many people's lives. Despite possible difficulties, you might still decide that your partner's different faith isn't significant. In her article, Why Religious Compatibility Matters in Relationships, Kelsey Dallas states, religious differences don't always spell doom for relationships, but they can lead to arguments and tensions. Religiously mixed couples should be proactive about addressing the role faith will play in their family, according to experts on religion and romance. It may be true that religious differences might not be the end of the relationship, but consider the effects on your children if you happen to have them. How will you raise them? Will you let them make up their own minds when they're old enough? And how old is old enough? Or are you going to say, hey, listen, children, you must be raised Christian or Muslim, and that is final. even if the couple comes to a similar conclusion. There is always the issue of the extended family. If they are intricately involved in their religion, the one in which you were raised in, they may expect that their grandchildren should be raised in that same religion as well, and apply undue pressure to make it happen. If it's important to you, make sure you discuss this core value and that you're both on the same page. And if you are, you're adding another building block to your already solid partnership. Number 4, family. Your dream growing up may have been to get married and have children, and extended family nearby. That's always been a core value for you. But what happens if your partner wants no children, plans to move to Africa and study elephants? You're not gonna go too far. Family is a highly critical value, and one that both of you need to share. I knew a couple who initially decided they didn't want to have children. It all went smoothly until the wife decided, hey, she wanted to have children after all. Unfortunately, her husband hadn't come along yet for that change of heart. A choice had to be made. Did she leave her husband of 12 years and try to meet another guy, fall in love, and then have children? Or did she stay with the man she loved and gave up the idea of having a family? She chose the latter, but with painful consequences. Decide early on what your values are on family. Do you want to live near your extended family? How often do you want them to visit? How often do you want to visit? Do you want to have children of your own? If so, how many? This core value, if not shared, could mean the end of your relationship. In his article, Family Values, What Are Family Values and Why They're Important, author writes, ultimately, your family values will be specific to you and your family unit. They represent the ways you want to live your family life, and they may have been passed down through multiple generations throughout the decade. Knowing what a family, both nuclear family and extended family values, can help solidify bonds among family members. Family values help kids and young men and women make good choices because they have a set of beliefs to help guide them. When you both hold this core value near and dear to your hearts, it can be very rewarding, bringing you closer together and expanding the great thing you already have. Number 5, communication. Without a doubt, this core value is critical to the development and well-being of your relationship. In an article titled, 3 Benefits of Effective Communication, the author states, living together as husband and wife, or any romantic relationship, can only work when there is an effective back and forth of information between the people. Communicating with each other will bring you closer, allow you to get to know each other as deeply as you can. If you can keep things to yourself, believing that no one needs to know your business, not even your partner, and your partner loves to talk about every feeling, then the relationship will more than likely fail. Maybe you're the type of person who likes to process situations before talking about them, and your partner wants to talk about them immediately. That's okay. As long as the both of you want to keep lines of communication open, it can still work. You and your partner can decide on a time to talk about the issues and resolve them. The problem arises when there is no talking at all. Remember to also communicate the good stuff. Communicating with each other is a way to invest in your relationship. Anytime you are sharing a piece of yourself in your life, your relationship will benefit, and you'll be rewarded with increased intimacy. Number 6, lifestyle. You like climbing Mount Kilimanjaro every weekend, and your mate loves to stay at home binging on Netflix. Lifestyles are important to every relationship. If you both like to do different things all the time, spending no more than a few minutes a week together, then your relationship is less likely to prosper. I'm not saying that you need to be glued at the hip, do everything together, but it's a good idea to spend fun quality time with each other. If you're an outdoors person and your partner is a homebody, or you love to go out partying every weekend and your partner likes to sit in the corner at that same party until it's time to come home, it could create a stumbling block for you. As a couple, it's important to do things together. That for the most part, you can enjoy participating in the same activities. But even if you like chasing tornadoes and your spouse likes taking walks in the park, your relationship can still function totally fine. Just make sure that most of your other core values are on point. Number 7, honesty. This core value is critical to every relationship. In an article by Trudy Adams, 5 Reasons Why Honesty is Important, she writes, "Without honesty, there is no foundation for a lasting, enjoyable relationship in any context, whether that be a family member, a friend, or romantic interest. Honesty is the voice for love that builds trust. Without it, even I love you becomes a lie in itself, and there's no real security in the relationship." The value of honesty is priceless. When you and your partner are honest with each other, when you believe that honesty is the only way to carry on in your relationship, you are saying that your unity is decidedly important to you. If you and your partner are both genuine with each other, you are elevating your alliance to the highest place. There is no guessing game for either of you. You both know where you stand and the best way to grow together. Honesty can sometimes feel awkward, especially if you have to say the difficult things. But in the long run, it's better than concealment, which can cause irreparable damage. If both you and your partner share this beautiful core value, your chances are good that your relationship will thrive in the best way possible. Number 8, self-discipline. You may wonder what self-discipline is doing on this list. Let me explain. Let's suppose you like waking up every morning at 5 a.m. to work out. You are disciplined about your eating habits, you maintain a clean home, and delay gratification for future benefits. You regard self-discipline to be a strong virtue. But what if your partner hits the snooze button every morning, doesn't get out of bed until 9, 10 o'clock a.m., and then runs out the door with a bag of chips for breakfast? How would you feel? In a case like this, resentment could easily fester. It's important to share core values in the arena to avoid constant arguments. If you, as a self-disciplined partner, don't care about your partner's habits, then it could work. But there's a strong possibility that if you're highly disciplined, you will expect the same from your mate. Number 9, self-improvement. When I was working on my master's degree, we were told that many marriages resulted in divorce during this phase of the program. It was explained to us that if one partner is on the path of learning and self-improvement, and the other partner remains stagnant, the gap between the couple can widen. If you are on a continual quest to become the best version of yourself, and your mate doesn't care to go beyond the knowledge he or she acquired in high school, consider this a cause for alarm. Whenever you learn something new, it's natural to want to share it. And who better to share it with than with your partner? If they're not interested, it could lead to disappointment and frustration on your part. Learn and grow together, and you'll be on your way to a successful relationship. For more on the role of self-improvement in relationships, I suggest a blog by Mel Robbins titled, "You're Growing, but the People in Your Life Are Not. Here's what you can do." She provides some valuable ideas on how to manage self-involvement and growth with your partner. Number 10, finances. In order for your relationship to flourish, you must have similar thoughts and goals about how you manage your finances. If one of your core values is saving money for a rainy day, and your partner's is to throw it away like it grows on trees, then this is going to create havoc in the most fundamental parts of your relationship. According to Dave Ramsey, financial infidelity endangers the future of your relationship. If you or your partner are making big financial decisions without consulting the other, then this shows a total disregard for the economy of the relationship and the relationship itself. Your core values on finances need to be the same, or the frustration is going to plague the saver and the spender. In an article entitled, "Keeping Money Secrets from Each Other, Financial Infidelity on the Rise," the author states, "Marital infidelity is well known, but financial infidelity might actually be more common. The few academic studies have estimated that as many as 41% of American adults admit to hiding accounts, debts, or spending habits from their spouse or partner. If you don't share the same core values on finances, It will more than likely lead to lying on the part of the partner responsible for the financial infidelity. The lying will lead to broken trust and feelings of betrayal. This is significantly difficult to repair. Make sure that you and your partner have the same core values regarding money. This will fabricate a more solid relationship and future where both of you working together will determine your financial future and all that it includes. Takeaway. Core values are deeply held beliefs. Those beliefs dictate how you behave in your life and with others. Having a significant other who holds those same beliefs is a wonderful complement to the relationship and the stuff that strong unions are built on. Having said that, your core values may change over time, of course, in your life. You may have one set of core values when you're 20, and then experience situations that alter those values when you're in your 30s, 40s, and beyond. Still, whatever changes occur, you need to be in sync with your partners for your relationship's success. You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams. If you appreciated learning about these core values, be sure to like this video and share some of your relationship core values in the comments section. Thanks for watching Billionaire Mentor. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content. We love you and stay safe.